Hi everyone, so today we're going to sort of continue with the menu a little bit and actually get into the game, and we'll just jump straight in. So where we last left it, we had our menu selection, which we could scroll up and down, and we could select start game and explain game. We couldn't actually do anything with the selections, we could just scroll. So now we want to add something so we can actually give those menu options some functionality, and we'll start with the explain. So I have a little audio file that is a little clip of the game being explained and how to play, so we're going to have to load that in. So I'm going to go back to our main menu object, which is our initial object.
Tree view, level event creation, used events list creation.
And this is where we've loaded in a bunch of audio files, so I'm going to load in one more, which is the game explanation.
Load audio music list, add action button, new act open. Set or D and load audio. Select new browse, new sound edit blank.
We'll just call the audio explain.
Caps P-L-A-I-N. New act browse.
Find the audio file.
New action browse button. New action, new directory audio explain.og.
Okay, so I've loaded the explain.ogg audio file in, and we'll
submit. Add action button. You load list, load audio explain with file audio explain.og.
Brilliant. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to our menu selection object.
Set menu selection. Tree view, main menu zone up pressed.
So within our menu selection object at the moment we have a creation event, an up pressed event and a down pressed event. I'm now going to add a button 1 pressed event.
Event, create event. Button 1 pressed, button 1 pressed.
Okay. And in here it's going to check for the selection. So if selection equals 2, we're going to make it play the explain.
Add action. Sonus GDE open. Position indicates the current vertical position and condition begin. Selected condition begin. Variable new action.
So we've been through this before. Conditions, we are checking a local variable.
Condition settings grouping variable. Combo box L collapsed. Edit blank.
The name
caps lock on. S caps lock E L E C T I N.
Oops.
N O N. Operator. Combo box equals collapsed.
Check it is equal to a constant.
Check variable. Combo box G C.
C for constant.
Edit blank.
And it is value 2 we set for explain.
2. Submit button. Sonus GDE v2.1.8. Add action button. If local variable selection equals 2, then delete add action. Add event open.
And then we will add a action to play explain.
Action. Combo box expanded. Position. Set TTS word rate. Position indicates the current vertical and play audio. New sound edit blank.
So play audio explain.
Cap E cap E P A R N. Volume edit blank.
Volume 1.
1. New submit. Used events add action. It play list play explain at 1 volume.
And then we'll add an end if as well at the end.
Add new action. Position. For loop pause condition end. Sub used events. If local variable selection equals 2, then play explain at 1 volume. End if.
Okay, so that'll play the audio. This does not take control away from us scrolling, however. We will still be able to press up and down when this happens, and it'll still tell us start game or explain game, which is not really what we want. So we want to make sure that that can't happen.
Up press. Used events list up pressed. Down pressed. Down pressed.
But considering this menu selection doesn't actually play any other audio, it could still work if instead we just make it so when you press button 1 it stops the audio beforehand, or up and down. So pretty much if any button is pressed it will stop the audio that's being playing, because the only audio that this object is going to play is the explain audio. So it essentially means if we press 1 it'll start explaining, but if we press any button after it started explaining it'll stop. So that should work. So I'm going to do that.
Up pressed. Increase local variable selection by 1. List.
So,
increase local variable selection by 1.
At the top of up pressed, down pressed and button 1 pressed, I'm just going to add a stop audio action.
So add action. A new action. Open. Play for loop. Stop audio. Submit. It's stop audio. List. It's move action up. Move action up. Increase stop audio. Drop down menu. Drop copy actions. Move if low U button down pressed. Use events list. Subtract local variable selection by 1. Drop down paste actions. Use events list. Creation. U button 1 pressed. Button 1 pressed. If local variable selection equals 2 then. Drop down menu. Drop paste action. Use events list. Creation not selected.
Okay, so that should work. I'm going to test that out. I'll save the project first.
File drop. Save project. Save yes. Pressed. Dialog OK. Press Sonus GDE run. Used events list. Creation not selected.
Loading.
Debug
Start
mode. Close
game.
debug mode button. W.
Explain game.
1.
Well, you want to know how to play the game. Rather simple. I'll run forward and you can move me left
So that's
and right with the
working,
left
and if we
right
press
button.
any other button,
W.
Start game.
it has stopped that audio.
S.
Explain game.
1.
Well, you want to know how to play the game.
So if we press
Rather
1 as
simple.
well to try
I'll
to
run
start,
forward and you can
as if
move
we've
me
pressed
left and right
explain
with the
twice,
left
it
and
should
right button.
just stop the audio and start it again.
If you see a barrel,
1.
well, you want to know how to play the game.
Perfect. I'm happy with
Rather
that.
simple. I'll run forward.
Close the press Sonus GDE v2.1.8. Used events list. Creation not selected.
Okay, so now we have explain game. We now want an option to actually start the game. So that again is in our button 1 press event on menu selection.
Play explain at 1 volume. If local, now button 1 pressed. Used event, play stop or list. End if not selected. Stop audio. If local variable selection equals 2 then.
And the next thing we can do is we can make a loader option, a loader game object start. Oh, actually no, just before we do that, we want a confirm button, don't we? So we'll make that, we'll make a special effects button, as I like to call them, which is just a an object that plays an audio file and then destroys itself straight after it's played. So it's pretty much just a sound effect.
Add game object. Tree view. Drop add game object. Menu new game name.
I would like to make these objects with a prefix of SFX.
Caps lock on SFX. Line. C. Caps ON. F. IRM.
So I'll call it SFX confirm.
Name.
On creation.
SFX confirm. Used events. Add action. Add action button. Open. Review and play audio. Select sound edit blank.
We'll just play an audio file, and if I remember rightly, I did call it confirm when I loaded it in.
Caps lock off. C. Caps lock off. ON. FIRM. Volume edit 1. New submit. Used event. Open. Event list. Audio finished.
And then in our audio finished event for the confirm special effect, we'll just destroy self.
New add action. New get. Close. Selected. New submit. Use this list. Destroy self.
And I submit.
Tree view. Game object.
So
menu
now-
selection. Level 1 menu selection 3 on 3. U button 1 down. Button 1 pressed.
When
Use
button 1 is
events list.
pressed,
Button
we'll
1
make it
pressed.
create one of those objects.
It's add action. A new act. Open. Position. Select new game. New act. New create object. Game object. Game object edit. Cap SFX. Line. C. Cap ONFIRM. Submit button. Add action button.
Okay, let's put it at the bottom at list. I actually want it at the top.
Create SFX confirm that object. List. Create SFX confirm that object. So move action up. Move action up. Pressed. Pressed. Pressed.
Okay, that should work. Let's
Delete
just check
act.
I've got the
creation.
audio name right.
Used events list. Creation. Main menu. Tree. Use creation.
Load audio confirm. Yep, so that should work. Let's
Yes,
just quickly
run.
try that.
Tree view.
Loading.
Main menu 1 on 3 level 1. Close
Start
debug mode
game.
button. S.
Explain game.
1.
Well, you want to know how to play.
W.
Start game.
1. 1. The closed press Sonus GDE v2.1.8. Tree view. Main menu 1 on 3 level 1.
Great. The confirm audio is just like a little branch breaking because it's kind of a wood themed game. kind of a foresty theme, so that works.
Menu selection. Menus on. Use button 1 pressed. Use the view list and if not selected.
So now what we want to do is we want a loader game object. So what's going to happen now is when we press start game, it's going to create a loader game object. That loader game object will remove all the previous loaded in objects because we don't need them anymore. We don't need the main menu stuff, and it's just good resource management. And then the loader object will continue to load in the rest of the audio that we need for the runner game. And then once it's finished loading, it will create some objects to get the game started. So we'll make another game object called loader.
Game object. Add game object. SFX cap L cap O A D R.
And we've already loaded in an audio file to say loading as well. We've got one already for we're using TTS when the game straight away starts, but this one's a bit more of an actual audio clip of the main character saying loading.
New add action. Open action. Combo box X. Position. Stop play audio. New sound edit. Cap L cap A D R E G. Vol 1. Add action button. Play loading at 1 volume.
Okay, and then we want this object to load in the rest of the audio. So I will do that now.
New open. New gaper. Decrease audio. Unload load audio. New sound. New browse. New action. Name barrel hit. Items view list. Barrel hit 1 of 20. Cancel. Open button. New sound edit. Cap B. Cap A R E E L. Line. Caps lock on. L E E. Caps lock off. R E L. Caps lock on. Space H. Caps I D. New sound barrel hit. Submit. Add action button.
So this is obviously going to take some time to load in all the audio. So we'll just cut now to once I've done it. Okay, so we've loaded all the audio in now, so this is the complete list. The creation event on our loader object.
Play loading at 1 volume. Load audio barrel hit with file audio barrel hit dot on. Load audio barrel roll with load audio coins with load audio coins collect with load audio fire with load audio fire hit with load audio frog with file load audio frog kill with load audio frog hit load audio jump with load audio run left with load audio run right with load audio run loop with load audio slingshot with file audio slingshot dot on.
Okay, and now after this is all loaded, we want to create
event,
our
new game object.
player object. Quickly before we do that, at the top of the creation event, we also actually want to destroy all other objects.
Play loading at 1 volume.
As I mentioned before, just for clear up some resource management.
Add action. Apply. Close. Increase audio. Set. Clear all objects. Select new. Submit. Load. Delete all other game objects. List. Move action up button pressed.
So that will remove all game objects except for this one. And then we will create our main character, which we will call Elvin.
Load audio slingshot with that list. New add action. New game object. Selected create object. New game object. Game object edit. Caps lock E. Cap L. V I N. New submit. Add action but load list. Load audio run loop with file audio run loop dot on.
And then once we have the Elvin object, which we haven't created yet, actually in the GDE we haven't made it yet, but we can still reference to it before we've made it. And after we've created the Elvin object, the loader has finished his job. So we then also destroy the loader object.
New add action. New game. Set. Destroy self. Submit. Add action but load audio run loop with submit. Stream stop or loader.
Okay, now when we press on the start game option, we want to be able to create the loader. So we're going to return now to the menu selection object on the button 1 press, which we currently have.
Stop creator SFX confirm .dat object. And if stop audio, if local variable selection equals to then play explain at 1 volume. End if.
So I'm going to copy those few actions there.
If local variable selection equals to then. If play explain at 1 volume. End if. Drop copy actions. List. If stop if drop edit paste actions. List. If local variable selection equals to then.
And I'm going to alter the copied one, the one that I've just pasted, and I'm going to make that so if it equals, if selection equals 1, then create loader object.
Yeah, if drop now edit action. Variable variable type L. Variable name edit. Operator edit. Selected equals equal. Checkmark type edit. Selected C. Checkmark name edit. Selected 2. 1.
So I'll change that to 1 for start game.
You submit. List. You play explain at 1 volume. Play explain at 1 volume.
We can get rid of that action because we've already got that.
Delete action. Delete action button pressed. So add action. Add action. Open. Action. So create object. Selected create new game object edit blank. Caps lock on. L caps lock off. O A D E R. New submit. We add action used events. Create a loader not list. Create a loader not that object. Create a loader not that object.
That's actually made it below my if section, my condition block, so I'm going to move it up.
It's move action up. Move action up button. Move action. If local variable list. If local variable selection equals 1 then. Create a loader not that object. End if.
Brilliant. So that should now make our loader object. Okay, now we're ready to actually make the Elvin object, which is going to be our little player character. What Elvin's going to do is he's just going to play a running audio. Actually, we'll not make the Elvin object itself play the running audio. We'll have that as a separate object that will just keep a looping audio going in the background. And whenever Elvin makes a shifting from left or right lane action, we'll pause the running audio for a moment and then return it. So let's make that quickly first.
Game on. Drop add game object. Name edit blank.
And we'll just call this Elvin run.
Caps lock E caps L V R N. Caps R cap U N. New name Elvin new event open. It close
And
collapse.
the creation event just play Elvin
Event
run loop.
open. Position in stop audio play audio. New sound edit cap U N space cap L cap O P vol 1. New sub add action list play run loop at 1 volume.
That's all we need from that.
So sub 3 Sonus GDE V2 may Elvin run.
We need
Level
to
1
set
Elvin
the,
run 2
audio
of 5.
to loop as well.
So loop audio. Object properties grouping. Tree view. Elvin main
And then we
game.
need to make Elvin.
Drop add game object. New game cap E cap L I R N.
So on the creation event of Elvin, we'll make it create the Elvin run object.
New game open. Destroys create object. New game object edit. Cap E cap L R N. Caps lock R cap U N. New sub add action button.
Okay, and now what Elvin's going to do is we're going to make him so he can shift left or right between the 3 lanes. We're going to set the 3 lanes up to be the x coordinates 5, 10 and 15. So we're going to have Elvin start at 10, so he starts in the middle lane.
New 1 selection 0. New open.
Now if we go on to our left pressed event,
Close. Left pressed.
so we only want him to be able to press left and go left if he is above 5, x5.
Add action. New open. It will condition begin. Selected condition settings.
So how we're going to do this is we're going to just have it so local variable x.
Condition settings grouping variable edit black caps lock off x caps lock off.
So it recognizes x as a keyword to know that it means you are trying to refer to the coordinate of the object, and we want it to if local variable x is above 5.
Close greater. Open.
And we want that a constant value of
Close.
5.
C. New action 5. New add if list if local variable x is greater than 5 then.
And then we want to move him left by 5, so we want to subtract x by 5.
Add action. No. Action. Add subtract x. New action. X decrement 5. New submit. So add action. Delete add action pressed. New
and then of course a condition end.
It's pause condition end. An action end if move action down. Move it's if local list end if not selected. If local variable x is greater than 5 then subtract x by 5. End if.
Okay, and then we will do the opposite for right pressed.
If open. If end right pressed. Delete an action. New condition begin. Selected condition collapse open. Variable open. Edit blank. Caps lock x. Caps lock off.
So it's going to be, this is going to be a condition for if local variable x is less than 15.
Open. Operate. Greater e less. Check. C. Condition set 1. An active list. If local variable x is less than 15 then an action.
And then we're going to add
x
by 5.
New x increment x new action. An action button an active list. If local variable x is less than 15 then not selected. Increase x by 5. New open. But decrease unload condition end. New action submit. An action button.
Perfect. So that'll change him either way. We'll also have it so he plays run left and run right within these condition blocks as well.
New game an action pressed. Open. Set TT say sub decrease volume sound play audio. Sound edit cap R cap UN space caps L caps E F.
Wait, which one am I in? I'm in left or right now?
New action.
Right.
New F E L caps R cap R G F T mod 1. Increase X by 5. Play run right at 1 volume.
Okay, and now we'll do the same in the
left pressed. Use subtract X by 5. Delete an action. New open. But rhythm at stop audio. Play audio. New sound. Sound edit. Black caps lock R cap U N space. Caps lock L caps lock off E F T mod 1. Submit. An action end. Subtract X by 5. Play run left at 1 volume.
Okay, so that'll now shift Elvin left or right and make him swap between the lanes. We also want it so we'll play his audio for his jump and for his slingshot. So we're going to use button, I think, we can't remember what the tutorial said actually, but we know up is going to use jump.
Event combat low, down up pressed. An action. New open. Play but wrist play audio. Select net sound. Sound edit. Cap J cap U M P. Volume U play jump at 1 volume.
Now we're pretty much just playing the audio for it. It's not really having any effect on the game. Okay, and it's also button 1.
Play jump at 1 well. List. Drop copy action.
Jump. Play jump.
List. Play jump is open. Event jump button 1 pressed. Event list button 2 pressed.
Play slingshot.
New open. Unclear play audio. Select sound. Sound edit cap G A T 1. An action button.
Okay, and that's
add comment. Sonus GDE v2.1.8.
our Elvin object.
Event 5. File drop save project. Say yes. Sona used event.
And we should be able to give that a run.
Run. Tree view. Game objects expanded 1 of 1 level 0. Debug mode. Close debug mode button.
We're loading.
D A 1 2 D Debug close debug mode. Sonus GDE v2.1.8. Tree view. Game
Okay, that
object
works pretty well. The only thing I will
level
change
0.
is when left and right is pressed, I'll make it so it pauses the Elvin run object audio.
Elvin. Left pressed. Used events list. Left pressed. Play run left at 1 volume.
And we'll do this by the pause.
Increase or stop load divide random global variable. Repause audio. Cancel.
But at the top, where it says apply to self.
Submit button. Apply to. Grouping. Other. Radio
We're going to
button
make it
pressed. Not
apply to
checked. Checked.
another object, which will be the Elvin Run object.
Edit. Black. Caps lock. E. Cap L. V I N. Cap R. Cap U N. New submit. We are used events. End. Pause audio. List. Pause audio on Elvin Run. Drop
I'll
F.
copy
Copy
that.
back.
Put that in the right pressed as well.
Used events list. End it. Drop F. Used events list. Creation not selected.
And then
Open.
what we'll do on our audio
Event.
finished, we'll resume audio on Elvin Run.
Sonus add action. Sonus open. Position indicates the current vertical position and can be dragged to change it. Resume audio. New or other. Apply to edit blank. Cap E. Cap L. V I N. Cap R. U N. New submit. Add action. Used events.
Okay, a little tweak you might do to this at a later point is make it so it knows only when you've pressed left and right, because right now, even when you press button 1 or button 2 and it uses the slingshot or the jump, that'll still resume audio on Elvin Run. Although I suppose when we jump, we also want it to do the same thing, so I will add pause on that.
Used it. Pause list. Drop back copy.
So I will copy
List.
the pause audio.
Right button 1 pressed. Used events list. Right list. Play jump at 1.
And I will also
list.
pause the audio
on Elvin Run.
when jump.
Left up
And
pressed.
up pressed as
Used
well.
left. Drop. Used events list. Creation not selected.
Okay, I'm going to try that.
Used events
Loading.
list. Creation not selected. Debug
Start
mode. Close
game.
debug mode button.
We're loading.
1. D. A.
I think that sounds better.
1. D. 2. 2. D.
That sounds
Close
good to me.
Sonus GDE v2.1.8. Used events list. Creation
Okay, I
not
think that
selected.
achieves pretty much what we want to achieve, and we'll probably end the video here. And next time we'll look at involving some obstacles that we need to dash around, some coins to collect, and that kind of thing. Thanks very much for watching.